Hello and welcome to the New School Review. My name is Darcie Fisher. The purpose of this program is to provide an update on the new elementary school building project. Now, this new school has been years in the making and will replace the aging Hanlon and Deerfield schools. Now, if you've taken a drive down Gay Street recently, you've no doubt seen a dramatic change. The site for the new school has been cleared and there is a lot of construction activity going on. Construction on the new school actually started in mid-July, but recently town officials, representatives from the Massachusetts School Building Authority, known as the MSBA, State Representative Paul McMurtry, and others were on hand for an official groundbreaking ceremony. Let's take a quick look. It certainly was an exciting day for everyone who has been involved in the new school project, including the two women who are joining me today. Welcome School Superintendent Emily Parks and School Committee member Maya Plotkin, who is also chair of the School Building Committee and a member of the Permanent Building Committee. Maya, I mentioned that this project started about 7 years ago. Can you briefly explain how we got to this point?
Sure. So there's nothing really brief about a project 7 years in the making. But this project began with a capital needs study commissioned by the school committee way back in 2015 that found we had several schools in Westwood that were aging and required significant capital repairs. So on the basis of that study, Westwood applied and was accepted into the MSBA's grant reimbursement program to look at the Hanlon School and potentially one other school with it and determine whether the best course of action would be to renovate and remodel the existing school to enlarge and modernize it, or whether it would be more cost-effective to build a brand new school. So after this comprehensive feasibility study, we determined that it would be best to build a new school that consolidated Hanlon and Deerfield, and we moved that project forward to where we are today. Along the way, we had over 75 community-wide meetings and committee meetings, dealt with a global pandemic, which necessitated pivoting to virtual events, and held both a special town meeting and a special election where Westwood residents overwhelmingly approved this new school building project. We brought on Brate Builders, our general contractor, on board to join our project team of Compass as the owner's project manager, and Doran Whittier as our architect, and we're now moving along on schedule with the construction of the school.
Excellent.
So that's obviously a very simplified version of what was a very intense and prescriptive process.
Absolutely. Well, one thing we've heard many times throughout this project was the incredible amount of community engagement that you've had, 75 plus meetings, right? So why was that so important, Emily?
Well, this building project is a major investment for the community of Westwood. It's really a generational project. And so first and foremost, we wanted to make sure that residents understood why we needed the project. And so years ago, we opened up Hanlon and Deerfield schools for tours for Westwood residents so that they could see the condition of the building and understand some of the challenges that our educators and students face because of the deficiencies in the current buildings. So with that why established, we then really knew that we wanted to hear from residents and from educators about what they wanted to see in this new building. And so as we studied possible solutions and ultimately moved into the design phase, that's what we did. We listened and we really wanted to make sure that the design would reflect the needs and the desires of the community. And I'm happy to say that really Westwood residents just showed up time and again for forum after forum and provided important input and feedback so that we think that the outcome is better for it, and we're really tremendously grateful.
Well, it was a huge moment for the town in this project when the MSBA decided to partner with Westwood. Maya, can you talk about why this really was such a game changer for the town?
Sure. Like so many other things, it comes down to money. The MSBA is funded by receiving 1 penny of the state's 6.25% sales tax. and with those funds provides grants to public school districts for capital projects. Westwood is extremely fortunate that the MSBA is partnering with us and contributing an estimated $18 million toward this new school. So that's obviously $18 million less than taxpayers would have had to pay if we did not have the MSBA's participation.
Okay. And Emily, can you talk about how the school is designed to be used by more than just the elementary students who are enrolled there?
Sure. So that also goes back to the feedback that we received from the community in that engagement process. We heard from many different organizations and constituencies about their needs. We heard about the need for more gym space, more athletic fields, more performance space. And so we have purposely designed the building to contain those elements and to contain a separation between public and private space so that the community can access areas like the gym, the cafeteria, the performance space without impacting the academic wings. So again, we tried hard to listen to the desires of the community and make sure the project reflects them.
Very good. Well, here we are in October. The doors are expected to open about 16 months from now. So what can residents expect between now and then, Maya?
Hopefully a little less dust now that we're through one of the hottest and driest summers in recent years. We do have to thank the neighbors on Gay Street, Laura Lane, and in that general vicinity for their patience and cooperation. We know that living next to a construction zone is not easy, and they have been very supportive of this project. So right now we are still conducting blasting, which we expect to continue until about mid to late November. The building itself will start to go up. Hopefully we'll see some progress there in the middle of November. And we anticipate moving kids and teachers into the new school in February of 2024. After that, the last phase of the project will be the demolition of the existing Hanlon School and the installation of landscaping and the athletic fields. And of course, the Permanent Building Committee and the School Building Committee will remain actively involved with this project even after the doors are open.
It will certainly be exciting to watch it come along.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Emily, can you, one of the issues of concern to many residents has been access to Lowell Woods. Can you address that just a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Sure. So from the start, we told the project team that one of the priorities was to ensure that access to the walking trails in Lowell Woods was retained throughout the project. We know that lots of residents really love to use those trails and use it routinely. And so we wanted to make sure they could continue to do so. And thanks to the great planning from our project design team, we have been able to do that.
Excellent. Well, we had a chance to hear from a number of state and local officials at that recent groundbreaking ceremony. Here are a few more clips from the event.
Education is really important, laying the foundation for our next generation of positive, productive citizens. Everything from active listening to collaboration, critical thinking, seeking to understand. These are all the skills that will be necessary to ensure a vibrant future. And so it's appropriate today then to recognize those very qualities in the people that help make this milestone event possible. Congratulations to Superintendent Parks, Chairman Donahue, former Chair Plotkin, Chair of the School Building Committee, Chair Cummings, and everybody who had a role in getting us here to this milestone event today. I, along with all of you and the rest of the residents, look forward to what the miraculous things that this new learning environment will produce.
The mission of the MSBA is to partner with Massachusetts communities to support the design and construction of educationally appropriate, flexible, sustainable, and cost-effective public school facilities. And this project certainly meets that ideal. Benjamin Franklin once said, "An investment in education pays the best interest." And we at the MSBA are proud to be your investing partners to the tune of approximately $17 million for this project.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Arno!
Well, we certainly ended the ceremony with a bang. Maya, you had the opportunity to set off that scheduled blast that we just watched. Certainly an exciting moment for you.
It absolutely was, and also a little bit surreal. You know, we've been poring over designs and plan details for so long that to see it start to come to fruition is extremely rewarding. And none of this would be possible, honestly, without the MSBA, without support from the state, including Representative Paul McMurtry and Senator Mike Rush, my colleagues on the school committee, my fellow members of the school building committee and the permanent building committee, our town select board, of course, Emily, and the school department, and most importantly, the residents of Westwood.
Well, I want to thank both of you for being with us today, and all of you for watching. Remember that you can find updates on the new school project on the Westwood Public School website. Stay tuned for future installments of the Westwood New School Update. I'm Darcie Fisher. Thanks for joining us.